Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Tim the Fire Guy, bringing you an episode of Madden 24, the Tokyo Black Knights career mode. We are on episode 10. We are doing amazing. We are on week 6. I think we finally got some momentum after destroying the Houston, Texas last episode, 42-3. Man, that was a great match. If you guys want to watch that, go to my YouTube channel and check that out. I have a whole playlist of Tokyo Black Knights. And so far, we are been amazingly. I think we got ourselves more momentum going. Our offense has been doing better. Our defense has been doing great ever since we did the trading around. Max Duggan was actually player of the week after putting up stats. He was on fire that game. Not just short passes either. There were deep passes, medium passes, everything. I don't think we did very good in the... Oh, yeah, we did. We did pretty good in rushing attack because we picked up Devin Singletary from the Texans and let him go off against his own team. This week we're going against the Washington Commanders, and we're supposed to cover Scary Terry McLaurin. We got 2 players ready to negotiate their contracts still. And I know one of them is that I'm not sure that I want to resign. Malcolm Butler is another pickup that we use, but I'm not sure about him yet. Fournette, we're going to trade him off next week. See what we can get out of the trade market. So I like our running backs. Hopefully we got some kind of interest in him that we could trade off. Maybe we could do some kind of improvement somewhere that we need. He comes back next week against the Buccaneers, his former team. Can't wait till he comes back. Bud Dupree, who could help us on the pass rushing. Well, see what we can do. Week 6 against the Commanders. Here we go. I am going to take my headset out so you guys don't have to hear me all the time. So, here we go.
Here comes Max Duggan. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Black Knights and the Commanders, all that and more. Coming up.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Howell from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's taken it around the 40. Green able to dance free. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they're brought out by the player who led TCU to the college football championship game, rookie Max Duggan.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that ball to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Duggan. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal at the 1. Duggan now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Mac Hollins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 3rd and 9. Powell. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Duggan looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because They know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Washington.
Back to throw. Howell. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 14. And the Washington first down.
On first down, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Another throw for Howell. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Duggan steps away. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 46 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Duggan will look to throw this. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing, Duggan. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Hal throwing on third down here. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. He's going to have to hook up the shorts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Dugan forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dugan. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll look to run with Dallas. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DJ Dallas, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Duggan. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Dugan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 3 yards out. And the Black Knights have opened the lead up to 30. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this. Oh, Hal loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 3rd down, Robinson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the reception made by Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added onto their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this. Defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
To throw again on second down. Duggan. Quick slant to Hamler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. off the play fake. Dugan finds the open target, Arnold. Touchdown! Dan Arnold, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, Hal loses it, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Singletary again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Sheds off the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win.
Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The York now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Commanders' offense set to take over. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, Howe loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary here running out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They go right back to Singletary. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devin his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Jalen Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Commanders.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell now to throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On the give, here's McBride, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Howell looking to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be, look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think, and looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a run with McBride. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A run here with McBride. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's McBride. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The York now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Howell with one final shot. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and
Man, we killed them this game. We just killed Washington so badly. Everybody did great. Max Duggan with an amazing breakout game again. Devin Singletary did what I needed him to do. Even Dwayne McBride, the rookie, came in and do what I needed him to do. I try to give him more passes, but they covered him very well in that game. Same way with KJ Hamler. Everybody got like even pass attempts. Mac Holland with 2 touchdowns. Anthony Swartz. He had that one big hit that made him drop it, but it's okay. Dan Arnold did good. Matt Landers is out for probably the season, which sucks. I like them. He was doing good. That was a number 2 tight end. Thought he could have been the number 1 tight end, but he got injured. Our best white card's out for a few weeks, which sucks. Caden Elliott came in this game with a game plan. Jalen Smith came in hot in this game. So did Gervin Dexter, the rookie. 3 forced fumbles, a couple of recoveries, tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, 6 tackles. What a game. Even the rookie, Jeremy Banks, the practice squad kid. Wow. Good job there. Richie Grant was a good play. Lonzo Carter should have had a couple sacks. He was a force in this game. Truman Jones did good. The rookie Vincent Gray did very good in pass coverage against, what's his face? Curtis Samuel. Jeff Okuda did very good. Rashad Jones, the rookie on special teams, did great. Greedy Williams did great. Zach Harrison, man, he was all over the place. He should have had a sack, but I got screwed a couple times, but he did very good with a fumble recovery for a touchdown. 61 yards. Man, that's crazy. Everybody got a stat in this game. I'm proud of them. Except for one safety, I'm guessing. Huh. Our free safety didn't get a tackle, which... Well, he was good at doing everything else. Yes. And Jalen Smith is definitely going to be our leaders on defense. Gervin Dexter's getting up hot finally. He's been doing good. Cade York, good job. Brad Robbins, the rookie. That should have been in the 20, but we got screwed out of it. It's okay, dude. Only gained 1 yard in that punt, but you've been doing good. Anton Green with some good returns. Tell you what, we got some dangerous offense. Now, our offense is clicking, which is very dangerous. Our third down conversions are looking better than what they used to be. Our turnovers, 6 fumbles and an interception. I'm proud of you guys. Past our weakness is one defense now, but you know it's okay. They gave him 1 point. It was 89-7. I thought. It is 89-7. For some reason, I broke the game. That is our career high ever, and that's new Madden, really. Our left tackle gets to a 63 overall. Nice. 1 year man. 2 year man. Malik Cunningham. See if he can get upgraded before we trade off him. Or do we have him for a few years? I can't remember. Jose Ramirez. Gets to a 68 overall. Nice. Matt Landers, which sucks that he's injured. 72 overall. Osiris. Dislocated hip. Ooh, he's out for 6 weeks. Oh man, that's going to hurt our offensive line. Man, that sucks. He's going to be out for basically the remainder of the season. Anthony Swartz on our deep threat, man. He's been amazing for us. Our slot receiver right there, KJ Hamler, has stepped up very well. Jalen Smith, let's go. 77 overall. What I like about him is he used to be so good when he was on the Cowboys. Then they let him go for some reason. I don't know why he's a free agent. He was fast and he could get to the ball carrier. Anton Green, our #1 rookie right now on receiving. Oh, he got a +1 speed. 98 speed now. That's dangerous. 83 catching apparently, and he's still been catching pretty good. Kiwi Wingo's getting up there. I'm glad that I got him. Gervin Dexter, the rookie who's been stepping up lately. Kirby Joseph, the one that we picked up from the Lions. I don't think, oh yeah, I think he did get a tackle. I couldn't remember. Oh, +1 speed. 94 speed now. That's going to be helpful. Oh, apparently that herniated disc didn't count, huh? Which I'm happy. But we did lose the offensive lineman for 6 weeks. So I'm just glad it's only week 6, so he'll be back by week 14. Which is fine by me. Look at that. I was looking at the Buccaneers. Never mind. Our defense is an 83 now. Our offense is a 77, which is good. It's getting better. And we got weekly awards. Max Duggan again. 6 touchdown passes, and Jalen Smith won Defensive Player of the Week. Nice. Mark Jackson. There's like different quarterbacks every week over there on the AFC side. Oh damn, the Bengals pass defense looks scary. I would hate to go against them. Max Duggan. It's to a 75 overall. You know what? I think we're keeping Max Duggan. I think Max Duggan is our franchise quarterback for Tokyo. You know what? We'll put him on the trade block and see what we can get. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's go pick up a right guard in free agency real quick. There's a left guard we could pick up, but there's a rookie in practice squad, Mason Brooks, could come in. I guess he's coming on the practice squad. Oh, you got the long blonde hair too. Mason Brooks will start over Gabe Jackson. Just because. I feel like we're not going to get no good trade offer on week 8. And if we don't get any trade offers, we'll try to force one. If not, we'll just keep winning for Nets at the end of the year. Then make a package deal. Oh. Yo, why is this guy not started? Why is he not playing? He's a 66 overall. There, we'll put both backups in. Both undrafted rookies in. See what happens. Yeah, that's our corners right there. Kiwi Wingo number 2, Greedy Williams in the slot. It's pretty funny when you have that. Then you got Vincent Gray, who's 6'2", also playing in the slot. Then you got Clark Phillips, also in the slot, who's been doing very great. Kirby Drusov's been everything. Those guys ain't nothing really, so once their injuries are up, I can just cut them. Well, that was a good episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.